So, welcome. First, I'd like to congratulate you for getting a chance to work with us to start something big, something beautiful. One of our staffs, which have been working on one of our platforms, have been with us for over a year now. So I hope you could stay with us for longer. So, and for you to basically be able to do that, you need to know that this is a business, and we've got to get things right, which means whatever you're going to be doing for us, you have to concentrate. You have to make sure you're giving us the right data. You have to make sure you're giving our customers the right set of games. So I'm going to show you what's usually on my head when we start. So this is our platform. We'll be given a login. You can see this is the game admin section. You'll be given a login access to it, so you could use for it. So once you're given a login, this is your dashboard. Let me refresh this so you see how it looks like. So this is your dashboard. So once you're here, like I showed you in the previous video before you started, is you have different tips and the likes. You can manage the likes. So okay, so basically, let me say I want to add a prediction. So let's assume we want to do something for, let's look at let's do about 3.5 goals. Let's do about 3.5 goals. So this is basically the bookie we're going to be using. This is going to be the bookie we're going to be using, because you can see bookie codes here. This way you're going to add it later on, but we first have to add our games. So to do our predictions right, we usually use two platforms. We use this one, and we use our competitors platform, this one also. So we look at the VIP sections, and we look at, so right here now, let me log out for this. Let me just close this all so that we just log in. So here, just log in. Once you log in, it's gonna load. Okay, you see, just load credit and the likes. So you just go to for members. When you click on for members, you're gonna be shown so many options. You're seeing VIP picks, strong picks, jackpots and the likes. So depending on categories, mostly I am usually dealing with 1, 2, 3 and 4, but this 4 we don't really offer that right here on this new platform, but we offer it on other platforms. So you probably want to be dealing with maybe 1, 2, I think 3. Let me see, I'm not sure. We're gonna be needing this one. Yeah, I thought as much. We're not pretty much gonna be needing it. Okay, jackpot games. Today is what? I don't really know how this one works. Let me click on one. I've not really used this one before. Okay, I've not used this one before, so I hardly use it. So basically, I'm mostly focused on this one, this one itself, and this one. I just open it on new tab. This one and this one, depending on the category I want to work with. I don't need this. So for the dates at which I need it, let's today, which is on the 2nd. This one to use on the 2nd. Today is 2nd. This one is 2nd. So just pick the particular date. So which category are we working with today? We're looking at we'll do multiple categories. Let's start with let me just start with these 3 odds. Let's start with this one. So I move this one closer. Okay, so we're looking to build how many? That's 3 odds. So this is our bookie. So we look at for games, we look at, okay, I'm gonna assume here, so like this one now, we have, these are probabilities. That's the probability that this one is probably gonna win. This is the probability that this one is gonna draw, X draw. This is the probability that this one is gonna win. So when we look at one is up, 2 is down. 1 is up, 2 is down. 1 is up, 2 is down. So the probability that one is gonna win is 45%. Probability that one is gonna win is 53%. Probability that one is gonna win is 39%. So the higher the probability, the higher the chances of it happening. That is if we're picking games for winning, which is usually around something here and the likes. But if we're picking for goals, we usually go to another place. So I'm going to start with the winning first before we look into goals. So for winnings now, for instance, I see, okay, this one's got very big probability of winning. So I just look at, okay, that's away, Flora. I come over to this place, this Explorer. This is to check the stats of that particular team. So let me confirm. Who is it playing with? Flora against Talana. Okay, this should be it. I open in a new tab. So this is just to check out the stats. So there are times where you will see this and there will be very good stats. You might see something like 70% chances, and when you get over here to check the stats, you see that you're not convinced enough that it's going to happen. So it happens. So you just have to make sure you check the stats and you go with your gut. So once you're right here now, you can see they've lost 3 games in a row. They won the last one. This one has also lost 3 in a row. So you come down here, you see H2H, that's head to head. So you see the times where they've both played each other. So you see Flora to play this one when that was 19, when 19, that was June. He won 4-1. And also here, he also played in March, I guess. Yeah, it's also 1-3-0. Then in April, we see. So basically now they've met 1, 2, 3. They've met 6 times in recent years, and this one has basically won. This basically won on 5 of it. So you can see this got higher chances of winning. So I probably want to go with this one. So let's go with Flora. So it just what's the name again? Flora. I can just copy and search for it here. This is our bookie. So just do Flora. Okay. So you just click on it, it's gonna load. You have to confirm. I'm not sure this is the team. Talena, this one is for Talena. I'm not sure we got it right here. Talena Khalif, is it correct? Yeah, Talena Khalif, that's what is correct. So we have 1.40. This is it. 1, 2, 1, 2. And our predictions here basically says 2 is gonna win. So we go with 2. So once you click on each one is gonna load here. So the next thing we want to do is we go down again. We go see, okay, we've got another team here, Benny. So we go to here, we search again. Did I spell it right? No, I didn't. Let me check again. Let me just copy Katamon. Okay, so this is it. So according to our predictions here, they've said this one's got 60% chance of winning. Most times it's usually not true. So let's check. What they're saying is winning. That's one. That's the home. Home is which one is playing home? Okay, this one is home. So we check the head to head. There's none. You can see they've got no matches. They've never played each other before. So this kind of games are usually very risky. They're quite risky. So what I'll probably do is stay away from it. Probably want to stay away from that game. Okay, so we scroll down. Okay, you can see we've seen another one, 67% chance. We've seen this one 7% chance, which means this has got higher percentage of winning compared to this one. So we've got to search for it. Mag the bomb. Okay, so we've got mag the bomb. Okay, so this one has basically lost all 6 in a row. Beautiful. So we go to head to head, we check. Wow, you can see this one is always win. This is recent years. Win. You can see we've met so many times. So this one is a good game. It's got good chance of winning, so we want to use it. Mag D, we come here again, we search. Mag D, did I spell it right? Mag the bomb. Okay, so it's got 169. We just click on it. So we've got how many is now? 237. We're looking at what? Sure, 3. That's we're looking at for 3 plus odds. That's this one's got to be 3 plus or 3. So let me see. Is there another game we can find and add? Let's scroll. This one's got too close. You can see it's too close. I won't want to go with that. This one also is too close. 3-2 is too close. It's got high probability of losing. Okay, let me see. Is there any other games like that? There's none. So I usually come over here and check. Is there anyone here that I'd like to see? Okay, below me you can see they've given it a pick of 2. So I come here sometimes and check if they give any predictions for it. None. So I just come here basically and I check for it in game. Wow, you can see they've already played and this particular team won. You can see that. Let me pause this. So basically you can see this one's got pretty much a bigger chance of winning. So you can see we probably would have used this one. It's one of the reasons why I've got to always check it earlier, because if this one was played pretty early, this one was played quite early. Also the game for this one also, let's check. Did they won? You can see it lost. Oh, okay. Did it lost? Yeah, it lost. You can see why it's always good to usually check. So do we have any chance any other game that's playing during the day that we could check? None. So we pretty much come over here. Okay, so we come here and check which one are we doing. Let's check. Okay, this is another one here, so we just check and see. So we search again. Once we search, as it got a better chance, we click here. Let's say no. It's too close. It's not like it's comfortable. No, I wouldn't go with this one. What did I click on? Okay, let me pause this. So basically, we're gonna be looking at this one now. Okay, so according to them over here, where did we get that game from? I think from here. So according to them, they're gonna be winning. This is the first one is gonna win. So we're just gonna check and cross-check and doubt. So this one has been struggling to win this past few games, even though this one has lost. Let me check at it. On Red to red is okay, yeah, it's pretty close. I'm not gonna be going for this one. So far so good. We've not gotten much games. Things like this usually happen. So what we usually do is just find some other categories to complement it. So apart from winning, we could just look at the goals. Let's look at the goals. So far we've got quite some selection here for goals. Okay, this one has played already. Let's see which one has not played. Okay, this one has not played. So we've got under, which means they won't score more than 2 goals. So let me check. So I'm gonna be checking over here. Okay, you can see this is under also here. They've given it under, and it's got 82% chance it's gonna score less than 2 goals. That's it. You can see over 2 goals. This is probability under 2.5 goals. Over 2.5 goals, they will score 1 to 2 goals in this game, or they will score more than 2 goals. It's just one of the terminologies you just got to understand. So you just spend some time reading about different things, different betting terminology, so you get to understand them properly. So we're gonna be looking at, okay, so we've got 82% chance, so it's a good game. So what I want to do is just search for it over here. I believe, yeah, that's the game. So we'll go to goals. Okay, not on goals. So all markets. Okay, total of 2.5. So we've got under 2.5. So we've got 3.61. So we've got enough for support 3. So there's one thing I want you to know is that there are days when there will not be a lot of games. Like, let me go to our categories. There are days like today now when there is not a lot of options on ground, when there are not a lot of options on ground. So we have several categories already. So don't stress yourself too much. Just make sure you get enough for these, just enough. Just if you can find enough games for different categories, you just use. But if you can't find enough games for different categories, just leave it. Just make sure there's games for these and these. These 2 good. And which one also? Okay, these also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's days when there are not enough categories, and these usually happen most times during the week. But weekends are usually enough games. So just make sure you spend a lot of time a day before, and you've got to just fill up a lot of categories here. So what I'm gonna be doing is I've got 3.61. So we come over here. We're gonna be entering our games first. Refresh to make sure you're still logged in. Sometimes the system usually logs you out if you take too many times. So we're back. So we'll look at the first team first. Click on this one. So this is the first team first. Put it in, away. This is versus this team. So form, this one does not need, just the date, today's date, what time are they playing? 1800. So we've got 1800. So what league? This is how you see the league. Germany. And just copy and just come over here. As you copy and come over here, this Germany third league. There should be a name for it. Third league. Germany. Okay, you can see third Liga. So I think it should be this one. I think just you can just, if you're not sure about it, like this one I will not sure about, just Google search for it. Just copy and Google search. They should be able to tell you what league it is. Okay, so what league are we in? What league? Maybe I'm not saying it correctly. What league? Well, okay, amateur league. You can see it from the directory here. This is the amateur league. So Germany amateur, this one. So that's all. Then we're playing for support 3, so select it as yes. So what is the tip for this one? This one is, you're saying away is winning, so that's 2. Just give it 2. Then what is the odds? Just copy and paste. So we're good. We submit. It's loaded into the system. We do the second one. We do this is the Pascaro. Just paste for away. Just to paste again. So to this date, what time is it? Time we've got 1945. So what league? Italy. Just copy. I think that should be Serie C. You just search Italy. Yeah, Serie C. So same super odds 3. So we've got 1.60. What are we playing for this one? We've got 1.25. Just that's the odd 1.60. What are we playing for? 1.2. Just put it, copy, paste, submit. That's it. Good. Then the main one. So load again. Load this one too. That's, I think it's J, right? Yeah, J. So what is the game? Yeah, 2. This is 2 winning at what odd 1.40. At 1.40. So we just do yes, 1.402. Right, cross check 2. So we submit. Oops. Date today. What time? 1700. What else? Oops. The league. Estonia. As you submit it, you should go. Yeah. So it's been loaded into the system. So the next thing we want to do is add the code. So we just come over to add code. So now that we've loaded this thing to generate code, so we go to just enter a figure bigger than 50. You can either enter 1000 or anything, but most times I like to just use 50. So you click out, it's gonna load this total winnings. Then you click on get betting code. You click on confirm book. You can see it's generated the code. You just copy, come over here, which is today's game. which one for this one, Super 3 that we selected. Add the code, and the booker is Naira. You can see it here. Then submit. That's all. That's the game for today. So at the end of the day, after everything and the likes, and also one more thing, I'll be providing you your own separate account for Naira. Does it really need? No, it does not need. Does it need? Yeah, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So I'm gonna be providing you a separate account where you have to play the games for us. So you just to copy the code, you load it at the bottom here, just press end process. It's gonna load. You see it's been added to the slip. I believe this is recording, right? Yes, recording. So once it's loaded, it's a main one. If it doesn't load properly, just come over to old site. That's the new sites usually mess up, but just it should load here. Yeah, it should load here. This has been the old one. So log in. So you stick with just 50. Don't go more than that, please. Don't exhaust my money. So just do 50. Then you do proceed. What else? Oops, one of the games have started. Yeah, this one has started. Oops. But that's just the way you do it. You just say, yeah, this one is started. Flora started. So once you do that, you just make sure you do 50. That's all. That's how you load more categories. So if we have much games for other categories like over 3.5s and the likes, you just make sure you just do that. So what else do I need to tell you? So you just go through it and let me know what just let me know how it goes. But please just make sure your predictions are correct, because if your predictions are not correct and my customers are losing money, we won't be able to work. We won't be able to have a long-term relationship. I will have to cut you off because you're here, because my customers got to make money, and if my customers make money, we all make money together. So, and also every week at the end of every week, once we go through analysis and see, okay, you want several categories throughout the week and everything goes on fine, we get tips on on your improvements, and we all good, everybody's good. Just make sure that you most times go with your instinct, and if you could do more research about different platforms also, that could also give you games like this, it's fine. Just make sure that you just to help you ease your work. It's very good. I have like a lot of them. I use this also. I use there's one other one I use. I can't recall it. I think, let me see, is it this one? I don't think it's this one. No, not this one. But I use this one also. It's got to give you a probability of different outcomes of different games. Like for today, just make sure you're selecting the correct date. Like today is 2, so you select 2. It gives you probabilities about it. The probability is not usually too correct, but you can just use it to shuffle around and see which of the games is gonna win, which is good. You have multiple options, so you can go with your gut. So let's see, for instance, now let's look at the games they've given today. We've got 1 year, result was good. They've got 1x here, result was good. 1x means one either wins or draw. They've got 1x here again, win. They gave 1 year, it lost here. So they've got really high chances of winning too. This one means anybody wins. This one's mean they play draw. It works. You can see. So they usually have good games also, but let's do yesterday. You can see they did pretty well too yesterday. You can see they did pretty well too yesterday. They did too pretty well yesterday. So just use them to make sure you have enough options to keep out good games. It's very important. So this very important. Feel free to always ask me questions. If something I can quickly do a video about, I'll do a video for you. So we're good.